Again.
Take two. Stream.
Hi there. My name is Beth Green, otherwise known as Granny Rocks. And we are a little bit late because I didn't push the right button. What can I say? I'm getting old. So anyway, tonight I want to talk about what's keeping you alive. And I want you to share your thoughts with us. And I'm going to put out some thoughts first. But before we do, let's introduce Sweet Baby James, who's going to introduce our show.
Yes, hello everybody. Glad you could come. This is James Maynard, otherwise known as Sweet Baby James. And you have come to Granny Rocks. And Granny does indeed rock our world every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. with her wit, her wisdom, and her very uncommon sense. So let's see what she has to say tonight.
And it's really a good thing that I've finally pushed the right button and we are broadcasting.
Oh, otherwise we'd be talking to ourselves.
That's exactly what we were doing a minute ago. Okay, so I'd like to talk about this important topic because I think it is important to connect to our spirits and what's keeping us alive, because life is extremely stressful and tough for a lot of people now. I mean, certainly most people. And what we've got here is, we have these people in Beirut who have just had this explosion, and our hearts go out to them. And then there's people on the East Coast who are going through hurricanes and they don't have any power and they're struggling, and people are facing the coronavirus, and people are facing incredible economic uncertainty as we watch the government diddle away. And, where is the leadership that's going to help people? And people are really terrified for their finances. And are we entering a Great Depression? And then we have people who are, in abusive situations and they can't get out. And there's more child abuse and there's more craziness and there's more stress. It's like, oh my God, this is not easy for people. So what I'd like to know is what is keeping you alive in all this, what's keeping you going, and I want you to share. And I'm glad that we're finally streaming, because nobody could share if we weren't streaming. We are streaming, are we not?
We are indeed.
Okay, so
we are live on Facebook.
We are live on Facebook, and we want you
That's what's keeping us alive.
That's right. So we want you to comment, but in the meantime, I want to talk a little bit about it, and hopefully I'll get you guys revved up for this topic. Well, obviously, food, air, and water and shelter, right, keep us alive. Without those things, it's kind of tough. Love is great, but what about food, air, shelter, water, and all that kind of stuff? And
yes, and Todd has just told us you are live.
Thank you.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you. But I need something more than food, shelter, water, to keep going, especially at our age. We don't have a lot of life force that just like, oh God, we can't help ourselves. We just like, okay, we're going because we're old. Because we're young.
And then Todd says, hi there, hello, Todd.
Hi there, Todd.
And Elizabeth says, hello,
hello,
Elizabeth.
Hello.
And Amy says, hi, Beth and James. And she sends 4 hearts of love.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
And Kat gives a nice wave.
Ooh,
hello.
We're waving back.
Waving back at you.
So I started thinking about this, what keeps us alive.
By the way, Amy says, this is a wonderful topic.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. Well, I'm going to want to hear from you. I'm going to put out some thoughts, and then I really want to hear from you guys, what's keeping you alive. And I have a comment on it, too.
Oh, good.
But first of all, I'd like to share personally that I think for me, it's always been about looking forward to something. I'm a person who is never happy where I am. I'm always looking forward to, this is going to happen tomorrow. This is coming tomorrow. Oh, I'm getting this tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow. And it's like I'm just like always focused on tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow.
But you do have your moments where you're feeling content with the here and the now.
Few and far between. This is neurotic of me.
What about when we're holding each other?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
That's in the present tense.
That is very nice. That is, I do have that in that moment. But I tend to really focus on the future. It's my orientation.
Very forward thinking, I might say.
And some people, they live on memories. They always sit there and say, oh, in 1923. By the way, I wasn't born in 1923, but and when I met Teddy Roosevelt in 1905.
And I remember the glory days.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Oh, yes, indeed. And we have another comment. I can see you on my phone.
Says, I can see you on my phone, but not on Facebook. Hopefully that's not a difficulty for anyone else. Question mark? And Todd says, looking forward is a good thing. I agree with that.
Oh, goody. I'm really glad to hear that. So, as I say, I cannot live on memories. They are such a bore. So, for instance, I am looking forward to learning and improving musically. Recently, we got a new keyboard, and now I'm driving myself crazy trying to learn it, and I want to add some music to Dreams of Peace that I hadn't done before. So another thing that is really important to me is I look forward to helping people through my counseling. Yeah, sometimes I look at my schedule and say, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't do this. But on the other hand, it really keeps me going.
And by the way, Kim says, this is a good reminder to stay in the now.
Oh, it is a good reminder.
Right on, Kim.
But I don't stay in the now. I'm always looking forward. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm not looking at the past. Not at all. Okay. So,
and
James,
by the way, Amy says, you just appeared on Facebook now. Yay.
You just never know with Facebook, right?
Yeah. Hey.
I'm looking forward to Facebook straightening itself out. Okay. Sometimes we look forward to moving or changing our living situation or meeting a special person or writing our memoirs. It can be anything. Let's say we end up looking forward to moving. Oh, yes, we're going to move to a residence. Well, we are not moving. We are not moving to a residence.
You mean a senior residence.
We cannot afford to live in a senior residence, so we are looking forward to trying to figure out how we're going to survive.
So we've made our current residence our senior residence.
Exactly. We're going to do our best.
Independent living.
That's right.
Todd has an interesting comment.
Yes?
Let me see. What's keeping me alive? Music is a big part of it to me. Playing it and listening to it.
Yes.
Right on, Todd. I've shared that.
Me too.
Amy, what's keeping me alive is my connection with my friends and family, feeling loved and safe.
That is a fabulous one. That's really very nurturing.
Yeah.
Both of you have come up with very good ones that are very nurturing to the soul. And see, that is going to be the clue. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to say at the end. But you've already gotten the clue, so what can I say? So I love that. I love that there's something out there. But let's say if we were moving to residence, we could spend months looking forward to that. And then we get there, we hate it. But look at all the time that we spent looking forward. Then we have to look forward to leaving. Or we have to look forward to something else. It's like, yeah, looking forward to our dogs. Oh my God, I just had a horrible thought. Is our dog's dying so that we don't have to take them out for walks anymore because here, living where we live, they take themselves out. Isn't that terrible?
Thank God. They take themselves out there for self-care a lot of
my God, that is
Elizabeth
so
says, what keeps me alive is connecting to others.
I love this. I love the ones that you guys are coming up with. So I would like to come up with a couple of other things that tend to keep people alive. A passion for social justice. I want to see social justice. And whenever I see a smidge of a possibility that there will be social justice, that motivates me to keep going. And I think that's true for a lot of people. For some people, it's a desire to see grandchildren grow up. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't really have that. James has a grandson, but I don't feel connected to his daughter, so I don't really feel like I have a grandson. So, and I wasn't a mother type anyway, so anyway, I don't have that, and we're 3,000 miles away.
And yet several grown women have adopted you as their mother.
Oh, that's true. So I get to, what keeps me alive partly is taking care of my daughters
That's true.
and my children and my sons, right?
Right.
And another thing that keeps people alive is caring for others, animals, people, the homeless. You know, it's like taking care of other people is a huge motivation for keeping us alive because it makes us feel needed. And I think that is a really important factor in all of this, right? You know, one is learning and improving and going to school. And I just read a guy graduated at the top of his class. He graduated college at the age of 96.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. So that was quite something. James?
Oh, Amy has another one here. What's keeping me alive is also not expecting for things to be any different than they are. In so many ways, not giving up, but not fighting with life.
Very good. That's a really good nurturing one, too.
And she says, oh yeah, I love taking care of other people and with music and my kitty cat with love.
Haha, nice, nice, nice. Which is, you know, you get to care for others, you get to feel love.
And Juma says, good morning, dear mom and sir.
Good morning, Juma. I hope I don't look so sick to you today. So, caring for others, caring for something, caring about something. Oh my God, when you don't care about anything, it's like, oh, it's hard to even want to stay alive, isn't it? It's like, all I can think about is how miserable I am. And okay, another thing that keeps people alive is art or music. You know, as Todd mentioned, music, something that where it's our self-expression, where we feel we can grow, that we have something new that we can do. I love that. Another thing that for me keeps me alive is the desire to communicate something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, did you see that? You know, I try not to get into that angry kind of, did you see that kind of thing. That, I mean, wow, I could really get into that. That would keep me alive.
You're such a complete communicator that you're sitting here in the office often communicating to yourself as you're working through issues, problems, technical things, computer things, step by step. You're saying, and now this happens this way, and now this happens that way. So you're almost always communicating.
I'm communicating. I'm engaged.
Yeah, you don't talk in your sleep, though. I say, Amy, this might sound silly, but also joining online dating sites just 2 days ago.
Well, good for
look
you.
At that.
Well, you see, you're looking forward to something, or
That's
you're
how we
hoping.
met.
Yeah. Now you could say, well, I'm looking forward to being terribly disappointed. But when you do it, you don't think you're going to be terribly disappointed. You actually think something good is going to come. So you're looking forward to something good happening. And another thing which is related to all of this is hope. You know, hope keeps us alive. Like, oh, they are going to find a cure for my illness. I have been chronically ill for 60 years. But hey, tomorrow is going to be a better day. Somehow or other, I'm going to get better tomorrow. Well, you know, it hasn't happened yet, but it could.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So some of these things are really good.
Mine too.
Yes.
I think mine is I look forward to growing in consciousness, the evolution of my own and of the society's. Having grown up in a very dysfunctional family, I've always aspired for improvement in myself and improvement in people's relationships with each other.
And I'm always looking forward to that too.
Ah, okay.
To you improving.
My improving. I'm a work in progress, what can I say?
I'm always looking forward to a hug from James. Always looking forward to love. You know, love is something I look forward to. So now, here's something that I want to say, you know, in the midst of all of this goo goo gaga, is sometimes the things that keep us going are actually killing us. Now, What do I mean by that? Oh, and I always look forward to surprising you and confusing you and bringing in some different way of seeing things. For example, let's say you are motivated by the desire for revenge. Oh, they killed my brother and I'm going to kill their brother. Or I'm going to, I have to keep going so that I can destroy that family.
Oh, that person slighted me, and so now I have a grudge, and I'll get back at them.
Yeah. So, okay. So you could say that that's keeping you alive because you can't let yourself die until you have exacted revenge. So I don't think that's the same thing. And you know why? Because the desire for revenge eats us up inside.
So that's not keeping you alive.
No. It's keeping you going, but not alive, if you know what I mean. Maybe those words aren't exactly perfect, but I hope that you get the idea. It's like, oh, it's motivating me to fight in order to be here, but it's really a fight to eat myself up alive with anger and all of those other dark things.
We have a couple of other comments that have just
Yeah.
come in. Elizabeth says, I wonder if some people use recreational drugs or alcohol to keep them alive.
That is a very interesting point. I don't think it's keeping them alive, except in that you could say that it's keeping them from killing themselves. So in that respect, you could say that it is keeping them alive.
Mm-hmm.
It says keeping them from going over the edge, or they think it is, but ultimately that destroys them too. We have to be very careful about the things that we use to keep ourselves alive, because they could destroy us. I'm going to give you...
And there's another comment here from Amy. She says, I'm practicing how to better relate to men, the adventure of it, and what I can learn.
I love that, Amy.
Good one.
See, that's so much better than looking forward to getting into a great relationship with some awesome man who will never let you down. Right? That's going to put you straight in your grave. Right? But if you look forward to, and that's very close to what James was talking about with evolution, you're looking forward to improving yourself. Oh my God. Every time we look forward to improving ourselves, we are nurturing ourselves, we're feeding ourselves, we are learning something that really keeps us alive. Now, I want to give you another example of something that could be killing you. Ambition. Ambition for money or fame can drive us, just like the desire for revenge can drive us, but it doesn't necessarily keep you alive. On the contrary, it eats away at you. Many people have ambition and they use drugs and alcohol, or they step all over others, and they think that they are going towards some great goal, but at the same time, they're killing themselves. Sometimes it's physical, like if you're using drugs, but also you can psychically kill yourself by making yourself not care about others. See, what we've noticed is a lot of you have recognized that being caring, being loving, and going into your own evolution keeps you going. It gives you something to look forward to that makes you feel good about yourself. People who are ambitious think that if they attain a particular ambition, that they will feel good about themselves, when actually overcoming ambition, caring, connecting, to me, those are the things that really keep us alive, that nurture our souls. So you see, food, air, shelter, they nurture us. Those are the things that keep us alive on a physical level. Trying to develop a vaccine for the coronavirus, that can keep you going. Trying to take care of patients, because those things are connected. They make you feel good about yourself, and they nurture your soul. So what I would like to say is, when you think about what's keeping you alive, and the comments we've had tonight have been absolutely great, and people are talking about really positive things, all of them nurture your spirit, nurture your souls. Nobody said, oh, what's keeping me alive is the desire to have my motorcycle jump over more cars, which does not nurture the soul. It stimulates our adrenaline. It may feed the ego. Feeding the ego will never keep us alive.
I'd like to add something on the theme of ambition. I used to be a very ambitious person. I was very driven by ambition. In college, it was the ambition to make good grades so I could have a successful career making good money. And I've discovered over the years that ambition has caused me to feel very tense and stressed, and often disappointed, because those goals are seldom achieved, and so the result is disappointment, let down, and so on. So I've been a lot happier person as I've become less and less ambitious, and feeling more alive, a fuller life.
Isn't that great? And it looks like we have another comment. Is that the last?
Oh, Todd says yes, with a beautiful cartoon
wonderful
figure here.
Was there anything before that, or is that the latest one? Yes.
Oh, that's the latest one.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Now, I want to remind, before we close tonight, because the time has flown, I thought, oh, I'll never have enough to say on this topic. But I just got started scratching the surface. We are looking forward to playing the piano for you tomorrow night. And we have a new instrument called the clavinova, which is a digital instrument. And I am looking forward to learning how to use it to bring greater peace and well-being to people. I am so looking forward to that it's keeping me going. It makes me want to get up in the morning and learn something new, so that we can, not only so that I can self-express in a new way, but also that I can give to others in a new way. That keeps me alive. If I didn't have that, I would sit there, I would drone on and on about, oh my God, I feel so terrible. I wake up in the morning, oh, this hurts, that hurts, I'm so tired, I don't feel well, I don't want to go on, why bother? But it's like, oh, I'm going to create something beautiful, I hope, right? Or I'm going to share something new with you, and hopefully it's going to connect to you. So what are we seeing? The things that connect us to others, things that show caring, our own evolution, things that develop us and bring us evolution, growing on the inside, managing to face all the challenges with grace and with love. Oh my God, all of this, and that is, as I said earlier, I think it's all about the future. And or your grandchildren or whatever it is. These things nurture us, and it takes nurturing for us to stay alive, not anger, not resentment. That eats us up alive, and that's what I think. So tomorrow night, Thursday night, Dreams of Peace.
Be nurtured with peaceful, stimulating music.
Improvisational piano. I look forward to sitting there and improvising and never knowing what's going to come out, and praying that something good comes out, and that I will connect to an audience. So that keeps me going too. So people wonder sometimes how, with my health and at my age, I manage to do all the things I do, the counseling, the groups. We do a group every Wednesday night after the show. It's called Seeing Through New Glasses. You can see there's something in the blurb, that goes with Facebook in the post about joining that, meeting new people, getting input, connecting, helping. Those things keep me alive. They may make me really tired, but without them, I would just die inside. So I invite you to live inside, to live and to grow. So Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time, Dreams of Peace, improvisational piano music or clavinova music when we get there. And every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, there's Grow. Join us. And whenever you see this video, please comment, please like, and please share. A lot of people are struggling now, and we have to help one another, come together with one another to strengthen our will to live and to fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Todd sent another cartoon character that says bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.